Virgo, how's it going? It is 12:11 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully all is well. And if not, may you be getting yourself organized to get yourself in a well position in your life, okay? Whether that's resting well, taking naps, right? I remember at one point I used to have to take half of a Benadryl to help me sleep. That was many years ago. My kids were younger. It was hard for me to sleep. It was like when I needed to sleep, I wasn't able to sleep, and when I didn't need to sleep, it was very hard to stay up. But that's something someone could be dealing with. You could be fighting off energies that you need to close a cycle out on, right? That could be trying to deplete you. It's wise to do a cleansing, a spiritual cleansing, whether that's oil cleansing, a spiritual bath, whether that's meditation, whether that's going swimming, right? Just to clear off the energy, even whether that's your thinking process, incense, your candles, your scents inside your house, whether that's you having to rearrange your furniture or do something new with your photos, your pictures, or add a new photo or picture or painting. Okay, that's what's coming through. Sweeping, mopping with pine sol, the lemon, right, to clear off energies, out energies. Um, salt is going to be beneficial to deflect energies being sent, okay. Even if that's something you do at your door, like you put salt at your door, that's good, do that, okay, or your doors, all right. Kind of like superstition, like some people would deem that superstition, but it's also a practice of others. So yeah, that, or you're trying to get like more liveliness in your house, plants, like seed feeders, water feeders for birds in your yard. This could be you rearranging your yard, raking your yard, right? Rearranging your rocks, your stones, your statues, or buying new statues. Or I'm seeing those butterfly twirlers, at the wind twirlers, like getting some new like ornaments for your trees. Okay, just like airing out your house, energy going on, like a lot of up tightening up and like freshening up energy. Okay. There was other downloads coming through, but I'm just gonna share that one for sure. Oh yeah, I recall one. One energy was coming through was or download was coming through speaking on to. Oh, I just seen a butterfly. Beautiful. I just seen a butterfly pass by. I'm on the third floor, and it was like right past above the like at my window. So it's pretty high up. So third floor, butterfly, nice. That could be symbolic. Okay, butterflies symbolize a transformation. Oh, I do have transformation in the Goddess Power Oracle that is showing through. Oh yeah, that was the other message. Thanks. So we have here co-creation and transformation. So you could be interacting with individuals, like new faces, or like you have that inner desire to do so, because you feel as if like you're an abundant individual, or you're a beacon of light in our world, and so are others. um, Everyone has a shade of light, right? And if some people's light are dimmed, they only have to brighten up that light again, right? They only have to like tighten that bulb, for so to speak, right? Or replace the bulb, right? Or change the light of a bulb. We want a different color light bulb. There just has to be a change, right? Alteration, okay? Energy, but it was coming through like you want to, meaning anybody's light could be improved, meaning, okay, thanks, Spirit. You could be wanting to engage with others because you want to just exchange, in thoughts, ideas, build growth, right? This is like that energy and co-creation show through. Okay, transformation that gives off like light bulb energy, even light bulb energy. I mean, this gives off a red light bulb, um, we do have the sun coming through from the Goddess Power Oracle. Also, that was the first oracle that came through. So you could be reviving your light, right? Or reclaiming your light. I reclaim my light daily and nightly, right? This we have nurture coming through. And look, mind you, like this glow, this aura, right? You could be clearing your crown chakra. You could be seeing more clearly on situations, Virgo. Okay, and then we have Sacred Goddess that came through third. Okay, nurture and sacred goddess. So you could be nurturing your essence, your, if you're a male, your god abilities. If you're a female, your goddess abilities, right? Or applying the what would God do or what would goddess do, right? This is like really holding yourself accountable. This is disciplining. This is focus, right? This is conscious awareness. Okay, you could be of major support, as can others, and you want to interact. What's coming through, like new business ties coming through for Virgo. Okay, new business, like abundance. Also keeping true to your covenant. You could have made a covenant to God or a covenant to a person, like a vow, right? To like pursue a certain career or even pursue a relationship with them, right? Or y'all could have made a vow, you or and someone else. So it's like that kind of energy. But like under certain terms and conditions, I would say like reconsider that covenant you had made in the past. But under other conditions, like you don't want to enter in a covenant if it's just not meeting the standards, moral code, right? Because you want to secure yourself forward, not going backwards, right? And that should be the same vice versa for the other person. Okay, we have here 8 of Pentacles. Creativity, focus. This is where you have like whatever you need before you, and you sit down and you think, right? It's like right before you're about to paint that portrait, right? Kind of energy. Okay. We have for Virgo. We have here the Ace of Swords coming through first. On your mark, get set, go. Virgo is coming through, in covenant. So keeping true to a covenant, or whether that's like your own covenant, like oh you vow to do like this kind of vacation, like this quest vacation, go all these certain like points. Say you wanted to go to different mountains, like all these different mountains in your state or in your country. This is that kind of energy where you are keeping true to your vow. You want to go and visit all of those mountains or visit all those pyramids, right? Visit all these art galleries, you know what I'm saying? This is that kind of energy. Or visit all these car shows at these different locations kind of energy. Okay, this could be even visiting all these different family members, you know, like however or wherever you committed or, you know, made a vow to. This is that feel. Or if you committed to like meet certain this is what is this, like a job, like you vowed to meet certain promises, promises in the like in the world, like to be of support. Then this is like that meeting, making those promises a completion. Okay, we have here the Ace of Pentacles here on light art chatterbox. Okay, you could be speaking life into the world. That could have been one of the vows, like speaking life into the world and supporting that direction of life, right? It's like you say one thing and then others pick, like 5 years later, they pick up on that one thing you said, right? That was important, a piece to the shift, and then they're reacting to that one piece you had said, right? Or the one demand statement or beacon of light you implanted into the world, right, Virgo? And then they're being reacted by it. But now, and it's triggering them, it's supporting them in their transformation, because I'm seeing the light bulb in my mind's eye. It's supporting them in their transformation, but now you have to go and speak again onto that reaction going on in order to create the next reaction, right? Okay. I'm seeing like dominoes, the cause and effect. But it's like the shift, the change, right? Okay. I'm seeing like the monkeys, the chain of monkeys, like you know how they lock, you know, the little, you seen that little, I mean, I'm sure you have, the little cup of monkeys, you come out, but they're like all stuck, right? The little hands, they're cute. Okay, Knight of Cups here. Knight of Cups. So it's just like also renewing your emotional state, doing a sacral chakra cleansing, doing a solar plexus chakra cleansing. You could be detaching away from individuals that you had sexual relationships with in the past, or some form of sexual encounter in the past that is not to your benefit in this day and age. Poker face and blissful fate is coming through. Okay. A conversation should be coming up, like very chattery, on an emotional level. Oh yeah, I was getting planting seeds. So just because like your seed's stronger than the seed the other's trying to plant. Your seed of faith is stronger than the seed of doubt that others try to plant. So the seed of doubt was a roasted seed, what Spirit was showing me. So it was like, it's the roasted seed that nothing more could come of it other than that one last final claim. It's as if someone's like, a person's the roasted seed. They have like one little ounce of life, and they choose to try to plant doubt. Like that's funny. Spirit is so funny. And then for the Ace of Pentacles to be the second card that came out, it's a seed. But I kind of see like an anime kind of feel to that. This is why I'm laughing so much. But and then your seed of faith, it's still vibrant. It's still how do I say, like, it's producing this, it's still able to produce, like, growth. That's someone's roasted seed. Oh, spirit's humorous. Let's see. Okay, the Magician. Okay, so poker face and blissful fate. You are certain. Oh yeah, thank you, Spirit. So and that seed of that message there, that message there of the seed was because you set out certain what is this, like checkpoints to meet, right? That was also going back to the first download. And you definitely are capable to succeed, complete that quest, right? If you said that you wanted to do whatever, then you're gonna do whatever it is that you said, right? So you're doing that. But specifically, keep focus. You're fully capable to do so. Okay, is what I'm saying, Virgo. You're fully capable to reach that checkpoint in the manner that you desire to. Okay, and so are others. But if their seed of doubt is a roasted seed, then that's them. They have to peel off that layer of that roast, it's like that burnt part. Yeah, they're gonna have to peel that off in their life. So they're gonna have to remove something in their life that they're looking through, or they're being layered upon them, right? Hopefully you're following the parable there. I kind of feel like it's a parable. Okay, but yeah, so we're all capable to shift the world positively. This is like global shifts energy, and we have to keep in mind that we're an important factor to our world, each of us, for as long as we're here, right? Or for as long as we choose, no matter what kind of entanglement any person ever got themselves in, they're capable to get themselves out. Oh yeah, thank you, Spirit. So that's the one download. Thank you. But also the download that was coming through the other day, and it's resurfacing in my mind now, is the don't leave. Hold up. Don't leave. Fully capable to do so now. What was it coming through? Oh yeah, the tricked becomes the trickster. So there was some kind of like booby traps on someone, or anyone who would find those booby traps, right, is what's coming through. So say for example some individuals fell in those little pothole booby traps, right? Or their car something had happened where it got them in the mud of those little booby traps, right? For example, just to give you a visual, those booby traps were intentionally placed there, or those potholes were intentionally placed there, or those potholes of mud was intentionally put there, right, for whomever, so that people could have to use their insurance to come and pull them out of the pothole or the mud, whatever. Or there's certain like tactics going on, right? Stick with me. Stick with me. I'm kidding that. But yeah, so that's that, right? So those individuals were tricked into that, right? And I'm seeing like the Sonic coins binging out when he got poked by like certain things. So it's like to take from them, right? To set them back in their their account, right? So that's that. But now the tricked individuals became the trickster. So you're gonna have to be more critical in your thinking, okay? More strategic, more calculated in your investments and who you're investing with, right? Who you allow yourself to invest with and who you allow to invest with you or to you, towards you, right? For what purpose are y'all investing with each other? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then we have here the Two of Cups on Lucky Fit. You went off the grid, Virgo, but you're finding your way back to us. So someone could feel like you're finding your way back to them, like they're noticing like you being more yourself. So you could have been focused in a certain area in your life that took your attention, and now others could feel like you're coming back. Like it could be family members, friends, like your childhood friends, even childhood neighbors or whatnot. But individuals feel as if you're finding your way back to them, or even you could feel like you're finding your way back. Spirit could say like they see that you're finding your way back, and to continue forward in that direction. So being more strategic in your engagements, because you don't need anyone at any point in time to get you into one of those potholes. That way they could try to take from your account, right? Or take from you, or however, apply the concept, okay? Then we have here the Ten of Cups, Virgo. So it's an emotional advancement, an emotional development going on with others, close friends, close family members, with business partners, with ideas, with you in spirit even. Okay, Virgo, so keep that in mind. Let's see what more. I just seen the Three of Swords. Three of Swords again. Let's see. And then to the Page of Pentacles. So on your intellect, there is more of a balance. Others don't really have to comprehend your balance, but because not everyone will. Everyone's on a different intellect spectrum. Okay, so that's all right. As long as you okay, or not just okay, but you're content with your mental process, then we're good. Know that, Virgo. Like, those are roasted seeds we don't need to be really worried about. They gotta be worried about their own, Because this individual, she's balanced, right? Or she's balancing herself. So male or female, right? This is just the imagery. She has this seed in her hand, and the root of this seed, this is the first time I'm ever seeing it. The root of this seed is actually going around her leg. You know what I'm saying? So it's becoming a part of her, like her roots. Her roots, even though like when we're taught in life, we're taught by a parent, right? Or a parent figure, or whoever's a guardian, legal guardian. We're taught in their fashion, right? How to engage with life or engage with others in life, right? That's their way of it. But at a certain age, we are to apply our own roots to the world. And sometimes it's infringing of others' guidance upon whomever they had raised or tried to raise, right, in their way. So it becomes a point where we have to remove the weeds, so to speak. So remove the ways of the parent, right, or the guardian, legal guardian, whoever they were, right? We got to remove them. They're the weeds. And we have to allow our roots to really set in around us and for us. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's see. For Virgo, what was that? I just see justice. But it just let itself be known. Okay, we have here the Tower. So what's coming through is like, believe that you're going to be justified of a situation, or I feel like you already are justified, but just like the announcement of the justification that you are owed is coming through. Like it's going to come through to you or your family members, your friends, or I feel like I'm seeing like a group of individuals like emotionally happy because of a turn of events in legal matters. So expect a turn of events of legal matters to go in your favor, because it's the liberated final calling is what's coming through. Page of Swords. But also along with that, I feel like there's an offer coming about, whatever it is, the legal matter that you're experiencing for some of you or someone, and there's like an opportunity tied to that. So like whatever pain or struggle or booby trap someone has set up against you is coming through. It's as if it brings an opportunity towards you. So like, so what the devil tried to do for bad, God's doing using for good, right? This is that energy. And the devil is not just like a man with a pitchfork. No, like devil is a spirit that works through people, okay, male or female, young or old, you know. So keep that in mind. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. So the connections that are going to be, which is also the energy of co-creation and transformation that was coming through from a goddess power oracle, is the new business ties that are capable to come about if you choose to take on the opportunity. Definitely apply your moral code and really just like do your due diligence, pros and cons on certain individuals. It's kind of like you would have to do your own background check on the certain individuals, which is good. Why is I advise that before you enter into a contract. You know, you want to know their qualifications. Are they credible? You know what I'm saying? And who are their connections? Also, in an energy, Nine of Swords. Yeah, you want to consider all the factors. Is what's coming through, and definitely use your spirit, like your guides, your spirituality to the advantage of that to secure you. Okay, one more for Virgo. And you can have Virgo in any placement in your natal chart. So, in hopes this message will be applied to your highest good. Because every message come out differently. I communicate the message, you know what I'm saying? We have here Temperance, yes. So there is going to be a rebalancing, and that Temperance is on the Page of Pentacles, which is a reference to balance, control, patience, concentration, right? Temperance, also the same. And the temperance is more so in reference to the compassion, our essence, our energies, right? Okay. This is also the philosophical views that we apply, okay? Or our philosophic intellect, okay? Ninth house, okay? Okay, I just seen the High Priestess, Lovers. Okay, hold on. The High Priestess, Lovers, and the Empress. And then the Seven of Cups, so choosing wisely, protecting your views, morals, and values, your essence, right? Your future, your past, your connections. It's like knowing the family member of yours, your partner to be, whether that's platonic or romantic, that because you would know best like how to maneuver around. This is because like there's always it's coming through like there's always like oh spirit wants to be continue funny guy. There's always like a roasted seed somewhere, right? And those are the bitter people. They feel like someone owes them something, which eventually everyone would owe someone something eventually to a degree, but it's like after so much investment, then the exchange goes, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and when someone owes someone, it's because there was an investment and the other person never gave back. So that person did become like indebted to another person or the other person. But I feel like there's someone like always in a family that feel that way of certain other family members, but had this rotten seed invested to this person's account, you know, or how did this rotten seed invest or engage with this other seed, you know, like they are both to continue to water themselves, the situations, right? And so if they're not doing that, why become a bitter rotten seed because of your lack? If family members were just disincluding, because it feels like family, like a family dynamic, if family members were disincluding, okay, I get that, I see that. So there was like a need for revenge to get even. But if family members were always attempting to include, you know, there was always an invitation, there was always extending themselves, whether it was in conversation or whatever it be, right? Then that can't be the case. So be mindful. It's like that, like of that. Consider that factor. If everyone's given opportunity. Yeah, because I'm seeing that Seven of Swords again. Let's see, with the Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, like you have to monitor, water, invest. You know, everyone would have to do so. Like ensure everyone's playing part in the growth is what Spirit's saying. Okay, take Spirit. The Eight of Pentacles, you see? The Eight of Pentacles is talking about collaboration, creativity, or allowing everyone to bring in their spin. But it's like there has to be activeness. Like how do individuals, it's as if someone writes a script of a story, but they take this, like 20 or 50 people take the script and they go and try to enact the script, but left the writer out. Like what? Like, you know, like, okay, yeah, that could even create this energy, or I want to say degree, but that could create some discontentment, retaliation, right? I will just sum it up like that in someone. So how do those other individuals expect to be known as a team member or a part of the team or a part of the project if, for example, that's what they did? They took from someone only to go and try to present it as themselves, right? It could be like from a grandparent. 20 of their grandchildren took some inheritance from them and then went off and trying to make their own inheritance under their own name, this including the family's name itself, you know, or grandma or grandpa. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Same concept. Okay, we have here the Page of Cups here. Okay, being in touch with your emotions, yes, in touch with your emotions, but focusing, utilizing your emotions, judging with your emotional state, right? Emotionally, being like, this is like humane, being fair, and then also logically. Okay, so it's like not like there's balance. There's balance in the judgment. There's balance in the contract. There's balance in the exchange. Okay, with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, because it says like all individuals want them to open up that treasure box, but are they a deserving member to do so? You know, I'm getting like a pirate ship view where, you know, there's like pirates, they go out, sell for their treasure, they get to their treasure, and then there's like those bad pirates, right? Those corrupt pirates, those secret enemies that then kill off the good guys and then take the treasure. They were good the whole time up until the treasure was found. So keep that in mind. There's motherfuckers like that. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. But I feel, Virgo, you're wise enough to secure your treasure. And not just you, but others too that you're going to be collaborating with. And also remember, it's the trickster tricks the trickster kind of energy. So it's like, no, the trickster is not, there's no space for a trickster is what the message is there. There's no space for a trickster in these contracts. Okay, Nine of Wands on that Nine of, what's it, Nine of Wands? Oh, 10 of Wands on that Nine of Swords. That's on the 10 of Cups. So you found your way back. You're the lucky fit. You're the lucky contestant is coming through. We chose you, Virgo, for this job kind of energy, this quest. Okay, oh, you have to think on it for sure. And then we have the Moon. Really tap in with yourself, your higher self. Look, this is all about tapping in. Eight of Swords, reflecting, but she has a bandana on her eyes. And then Two of Swords, this is being guided, but by your intuition, your inner higher self. Inner and higher self. Okay? This is that energy. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you there, Virgo. Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, leaving loss mentality behind, or leaving the mentality of loss that others try to plant on you behind. Utilize your mentality as your own root. How does your root utilize your mentality? Take off the wheat, right, Virgo? How does your mentality apply lossful or a lesser situation? Okay, because I feel like there's transmutation going on where a lesser situation has ability to grow out of it, from it, growth from it. For Virgo, Mm-hmm. We have here competition, success, attraction, and conflict. Okay, healthy competition is driving you to improve, Virgo. It provides motivation and leads to personal growth through interactions with others. Healthy competition, right? Where you're building each other up. Okay, career success is within reach. Your hard work and dedications are being rewarded, Virgo. Thought their spirit. And significant progress is being made, Virgo. Attraction. Strong attraction builds you and another person together, Virgo. This connection is both emotional and physical, drawing you closer. Okay, and then to conflict. Conflict is inevitable, Virgo, but through honest communication, you can find a way to resolve issues and strengthen your relationship. Yeah, because definitely there's no space for misunderstandings, because the misunderstanding is that bitter family member there, that rotten seed, right? That's the misunderstanding in the field kind of energy. Romantic energies is flowing to and from you, Virgo, thought bear spirit, bringing you sweetness and tenderness to your relationship. New sparks are flying and soon to be. Communication, honest and open and honest communication is flowing between you and others, Virgo. You express your thoughts and feelings clearly, which is supportive. Opportunities. Career opportunities are opening up for you, Virgo, offering you the chance for significant advancement and growth. Okay, loyalty. Loyalty is a cornerstone of your relationship, Virgo. You and others partner up well and are committed to one another, creating a stable foundation. Courage. You are filled with courage and ready to face any challenge, Virgo. Confidence and determination are your guiding forces, Virgo. Okay? I'm seeing responsibility and planning. So being on top of your to-do list. Okay? Sacred unity. God and or goddess mentality is to be applied on your daily nurturing, because that's what we're applying in ourselves, we're applying in the world, right? So then that's going to be the ripple effect, okay? The cause and effect, the sun. So ensure you're protecting your essence and your just like yourself, your comings and goings on a daily, nightly basis, because you're a important piece into the puzzle of the world. Okay, I'm seeing like an actual puzzle. King of Wands crossing Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're the. I'm seeing a puzzle, but it's like of the world. You know, like it's still that world's incomplete if that puzzle isn't there, right? And it's like you're like one of the center pieces of the puzzle of that world of the puzzle. All right, that's what I have. Everyone, take care. Peace, be, ciao.